Hey everyone, and welcome to the next edition of the Snapchat. I'm joined today by a very special guest. Nina is Noob. Nina, how are you today, man? I'm so excited to have you on the podcast. You are one of my favorite content creators on the planet. And I say this truly, I actually think that you have some of not only the best like thumbnails and editing, but your general you're so talented, not only from like a video production standpoint, but you're actually like an incredibly talented card game player as a whole. And I'm not just trying to pump your ego up. I'm telling you, I think that you're super talented.
My head's getting bigger and bigger.
I know, but I listen. I just want to say it's great to finally have you on the podcast.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Alex. I thought, last time you invited me when Coccia wasn't available, and I was so gutted I couldn't be on a podcast because my PC died on me. And remember how sus it was? It was right after I made that video. It's like, that's it. I'm done with spending money on Snap. And then boom, next day, my PC died. And I was like, second dinner, hacked my PC, broke my PC, and sabotaged it.
No, I 100% believe it. It's a known fact that Second Dinner has sabotage capabilities. And it's one of the reasons why I try to not produce negative content on them. They'll literally take me down.
Sense.
Yeah, 100%. Like you learned the hard way, and it's you gotta also
I
send them
haven't said
Dogecoin.
anything bad since then.
Yeah, you got to send them Bitcoin and Dogecoin every month too to stay on their good books. You know what I mean? I had someone, I don't remember where it was. It was on Discord or something like that. Someone linked it to me like, "Hey Alex, did you see this conversation?" I was like, "What?" They're like, Alex only gets to Infinite every month because he sends Dogecoin to Second Dinner for favorable bot treatment. And like people were actually like, it sounded like a joke, but they were dead serious, and everyone was actually discussing how like I get better bots because Second Dinner knows me.
I get those comments too.
It's not just me. Are you kidding me?
I upload a YouTube video. It's not Dogecoin, and I call it Dogecoin. But people say like she must have favorable matchups on purpose. She probably tells Second Dinner she's about to play the game, and they like give her easier opponents. I'm like, what?
I thought it was just me. That is ridiculous. Who would ever actually believe that? We notify Second Dinner, yo, I'm going on ladder now. Give me those derp bots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I wish. I hate the current bots. They're so hard.
They're brutal, man. So the last stream I ended was actually a Warlock stream I was doing. I was playing the game, and like literally I was against this bot. I knew it was a bot too, because it had like 55,000 collection level, and it was like highest rank, 83 Omega.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You know when you see that. Yeah.
And like my old part of me, I just snapped turn one. I was like, yeah, we're gonna smoke this bot, get some AQs
you can't do
from
that
it, right?
anymore.
Can't do that anymore. And this bot started playing like literally omnipresent, like 5-head plays on me. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm like, it's over. And then we were on turn 6, and it was like, it's like 4 cubes flashing 8. Everyone's like, Alex, leave, don't stay. Everyone's like, leave, don't stay. I'm like, no, this is a bot. I'm gonna win. I'm not giving up 4 cubes in a retreat against the bot. And I stayed in the game. And when I tell you this bot, I don't even remember what happened, but I was like, yeah, we're done for the night. We'll see you guys later. Like, it was an 8 cube absolute just disaster loss. And like, you're right, you can't do that against these bots anymore, right? And it's they're absolutely ruthless.
Okay, now that explains the rant you posted in the creator Discord afterwards, complaining about bots. It was right after that stream, wasn't it?
Okay, now I'm a little shy here. Yes, right after that stream, I went on a tirade on the creator Discord where I was like, yo, whoever changed these bots, change them back.
No, I agree with you. The bots are too hard.
Bots are too hard. I can't believe we're saying this.
They're also playing like a top tier decks. And they're playing them well. Like, what the hell?
I know, they're playing crazy decks. And there was this one bot though I was against, this was a long time ago, where literally it felt like its deck was like, it didn't make sense, and it felt like it was pulling from the entire card pool. Like it played Shadow King on me, then it played like Shun-Chi. It had like every tech card imaginable, and the deck made no sense. It played like Chavez and like random stuff. I was like, what is it even doing? And then like it destroyed me. I was like, I can't believe this.
You know what? People are gonna call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever, but I believe that the bot decks are built based on your deck sometimes. Like they have like the perfect counter to your deck.
I'm just gonna say that I thought I was crazy, you were validating all these feelings I've had.
Oh,
This
no,
is
I
definitely like massive tinfoil hat stuff here. Like
Yeah.
there's a good chance like there's an intern somewhere that like was working on the bots and they're like, wow, they're just super tilted. We did not do any of this stuff, right?
No, I full on have lizard brain. I believe that the bot decks are based on your deck. If they want you to lose, they will have like the perfect counter. You know what I also believe? The game has matchmaking made to make you stick in the game. It's not
Like the engagement-based matchmaking.
yes, like in Rivals. Have you heard of that?
Oh my gosh, I've heard of that. Okay. Now we're going
Yes.
down the rabbit hole.
I believe it's a thing because next time when you lose to a bot, okay, close the game, and then you like rage quit the game, right? And then you reopen the game, and you will get an easy bot.
Really? So every time I get demolished by a bot, I just quit
Yeah.
the game immediately?
Yeah.
What if I just turn
Yeah.
it back on right away?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Wait, hold on. Is this like actual 5-head? Like, and then you're gonna get a dirt bot after you get your
You
cubes
get a
back?
third bot. So many times this happened to me. I'm not even exaggerating.
I never thought of this. This makes perfect sense. It's entirely
I want
possible.
them
You're
to
right.
know, because I am really bad at stopping playing when I have like a losing streak. I will keep queuing because I'm losing. And that's like, I feel like that's teaching the game. If we keep making her lose, she'll keep playing the game. So I want the game to know, if you keep making me lose, I'm gonna quit the game.
This is like a crazy spiral. I just, it's so funny. First of all, this was a totally unplanned conversation. I can't even believe this is where we're at right now.
It's not
But
even on the list.
No, we're just kind of just ranting at this point. But it's so funny to hear you say that. Like, it's entirely possible engagement-based matchmaking exists. Because actually, now that you've mentioned that, so very commonly, I guess, when I play a game against like a player and I'll lose 8 cubes, I often get a dirt bot after that game.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I do.
Well, yeah, if you lose too much, if you lose too many games, the game will feel bad for you and they'll give you an easy bot, like a really stupid bot.
Wow. But then what is the decision making around giving you these absolutely like ruthless, like Electra level assassination bots that you get where like you just get absolutely destroyed? Like what's the decision making behind that?
Well, I feel like people are more likely to keep playing if they're losing. Because like me, when I'm losing, I'm like, I'll play one more game. I don't want to end on a loss. I'll just keep playing until I get one good game and then I quit. So the game thinks, oh, when she wins, she quits the game. Keep making her lose. But once in a while, throw in a win.
This seems like some sort of like gambling fallacy. I'm not sure what it is, but this sounds like some like Las
definitely.
Vegas like blackjack style. Like this is like the gambling spiral. This is how people like max out their credit cards in a casino type thing. I'm losing. I can't lose forever. They're eventually going to give me my money back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This
why
is
I
what
don't
slot
gamble.
machines are made of. Listen, this might be amongst the most unhinged intros to a podcast I've ever recorded. But like, I feel like we needed to get all the conspiracy out there.
I'll take that. I have more theories.
Okay. Well, this is the perfect time to discuss them.
Oh, now they all flew out of my head now that you put me on the spot.
Now that I put you on the spot, okay. You know what? We'll have to have you on next time, and we'll just like the whole episode will just be like us talking about all your
Nina's
conspiracy theories. But talking specifically about Nina and Snap, which is the official.
I just remembered one.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, you're allowed to interrupt
The thing
my
about snap packs.
transition.
Do you know my theory about snap packs?
No, I don't know your.
Have
theory
you
about
ever
Snap
gotten
pack.
a god pack?
Never gotten a god pack. Never.
Okay, it's because you play the game too much.
Okay, I like where we're going with this. Okay.
So
Talk
the
to
snap
me.
packs. Up until recently, I've never gotten a god pack. You know the pack where you get more than one card?
Yeah.
But I had someone in my community who stopped playing Snap. Then he opened the game after like months and months of not playing. He opened the first Snap pack he opened. He got 3 cards.
I mean, bless
Okay.
his heart, but also
Yeah.
WTF.
And then Aaron, my husband, he hadn't played the game for like a year. I was like, you have to check this theory. Open a snap pack. He opened the game the first time. He had to download the game. He opened the game, opened his first snap pack, got 2 new cards.
Unbelievable. Wow. I can see that being, so you're saying like there's actual engagement, like AI in the background trying to manipulate
think if
us.
you come back to the game after not playing it for a bit, you're more likely to get a god pack.
Okay, I'm going to take this a step further. Next time I lose like an 8-cuber, I'm not only going to turn the game off, I'm going to uninstall it from my phone or from Steam and then reinstall it. I want to see if that makes a difference. I'm actually going to remove it from my device and then re-put it on. I'll see if it's like I get a dirt bot after.
This only works pre-infinite.
Yeah.
Because post-infinite, you don't get bots anymore. Although
No, I know.
there's people who think they're bots post-infinite, pretending to be humans. I haven't noticed any.
No, I don't feel like I've noticed that either.
No.
I've been taking like the scenic route towards infinite the last couple of seasons.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
I honestly, it's just like for me, like I'm at a point with Snap where I'm like, you know what? I want to play when I'm like, I want to play. And like the grind of like excessive grinding, I've just not been interested in it. I play a lot, honestly, but also I refuse to retreat because well, listen, we're content creators. I always go for those like, there's a chance I can win this game. It's gonna make a great clip in the video, and if it's 8 cubes,
true. Yeah.
if it's 8 cubes, it's even more intense, right? And then I go for it.
Content matters more than rank.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're a content creator, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But I still retreat because I'm so stingy with my cubes.
I'm not. I need to be. Like, and when people are begging me to retreat in chat too, that's where I want to stay even further. Like I just don't want to leave, even though I should. Like against that bot, which would tipped off this entire conversation. They were begging me to leave against this bot. The writing was on the wall.
Well, you should have left, to be honest, because against the bot is not even good content. Nobody wants to see you dominate the bot.
It was pride at that point. It wasn't about content. It was about pride. Like it was a stubborn old man getting angry at his computer in front of a live audience. That was what that was. And the bot got the better of me in that given situation. But I mean, okay, so the whole topic of discussion here was that you've had a complicated history with Marvel Snap over the last couple of months. And originally, like you posted like your now famous video, you know, I'm done. I remember I still picture your thumbnail in your hand in my head, right? It's like, yeah, it was, I mean, I think that like your editing your thumbnail stuff is like top notch. And I just was like, oh man. And I watched it twice actually.
Oh, did you?
Because because I love what you had to say about it. And actually I want to go back to that because at the time you had said that you were leaning towards going completely free to play. And it sounds as though in our conversations prior to recording that you've kind of eased off that a little bit, but not fully. So do you want to bring us into like the full loop of like where Nina is and Snap and spending and just your general ideas about like where the game's at right now?
So I've been playing Snap since like November 2020, I think. Is it 2021? When did it come out? I can't remember. Anyway, for a long time, like 3 years. And I haven't been a huge whale. I'd say I've been like a dolphin. I've definitely tapered off on my spending in the last year or so because I used to buy all the big bundles, you know, and like season pass every single month. But the last year, I haven't really been spending that much. And I found it like I had so many collector's tokens saved up. I didn't need to spend that much money. Just a season pass and a few small bundles here and there were kind of, you know, sufficient. But then the whole thing with Kid Omega happened. And it wasn't just how expensive it was. It was more like this is the first time where we had a limited game mode where you kind of had to spend money in order to get the card. Even unless you were like played the game for like 40 hours that week, just made it your full-time job. It was really, really hard to get the card. And it wasn't just that. It was more their reaction to the community. You know, people were not happy about it, but they just kind of ignored us completely. And then they released that thing Friday afternoon before everyone went off.
The classic Friday afternoon like PR release, yeah.
And they just said, "Oh, this is what we planned. We're not planning on changing how generous we are in the future. We're just gonna be better at managing expectations." That's what they said. Which probably meant, to me, it meant like, oh, get used to this.
Yeah, that's what it read like. This is
what it's going to be like from now on. And that was quite like shocking because usually they're quite open to feedback, I think. When community criticizes them, they usually just kind of like try to meet us in the middle, you know? But that was very disappointing. And then another thing that really pushed me over the edge, I'd say, was the Super Premium Pass, where in order to get the new card, which was fantastic card, right?
Yeah.
You had to basically pay extra £10 on top of the premium pass. So it's like premium pass and then super premium pass. It was just too much. I think they were just asking too much of the players, and I don't know. I just felt very disappointed in devs and everything, and I just decided to maybe stop spending money, make the video, and to vote with my wallet, because videos don't seem to help. Feedback in the Discord doesn't seem to help. So it was more like my desperate move to try to change things, which I don't think can change much, but they did take on the feedback about Super Premium Pass. They did change it so that you can now get the Super Premium Pass card with tokens if you want to, even though it's actually better value to just buy the Super Premium Pass, isn't it? Because you get the variant, you get the base card and everything. And then we had the Deadpool's Diner, which was so generous. And that was like the most I played the game in like the last year probably.
Yeah,
because
me too.
I played it so much for the nachos, for all the cosmetics, and for the emotes and everything. And I was actually having a good time because so many people in Deadpool's Diner were getting all these emotes, and people were actually using emotes. You know, did you notice that?
I did notice it. Yeah, people were using
they were,
emotes, and
like-
also like there was a lot of like actual like companionship of like, hey, fist bump, like
Yeah.
I'm losing, and and then both retreating on turn 4 and stuff like that. Like there was, like it brought the humanity back into the community. You know what I mean?
Definitely, because I usually am super triggered by emotes. I'm one of those, you know. What's they call? I don't know, not snowflake, but I get super triggered by people emoting me. Like, say I lose and they like give me a thumbs up or something. Or
Oh
like,
yeah, that's just disrespectful.
just
no,
like
I'm with you on that.
yeah,
But, like,
I hate that.
Yeah, Dexter told me he was in my stream at one point, and every time after I win or lose, no matter what I do, I always fist bump. It's just one of those things I do. I just always hit the fist bump. I sometimes don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wow, so BM." I was like, "What? I fist bumped." He's like, "You can't fist bump after you win." He's like, "That's so rude." I was like, "What? That's not. How's that rude?" And then, sure enough, in the next stream he was doing, I was in his chat and I was like, "Yo, fist bump after the next one you win." He's like, "No, I can't do that. That's rude." I'm like, "No, do it." He wins the game. He fist bump, and the other person did the Colleen wing. Like, I was like, "No way!" I'm like, "How is that possible?" I'm like, "That's not bad mannered at all." And so, like,
Yeah.
I can totally see why some people do get triggered by the emotes. I think they're cool. Like, I was told that the Jeff and Juice one is like disrespectful. I was like, come on, it's Jeff sipping a juice box. Like, what are we talking about here?
Oh, I don't know. I think Jeff can be a little bit of like a diss.
Really?
Yeah,
Come
a
on.
little bit. It depends on like how you're using it. But I think my new favorite one is the goose one. I feel like that one is very hard to make it toxic. The goose.
I don't even know what it
emote.
means. It doesn't even make sense.
Exactly. It's just a cute cat.
Yeah. I think the Red Guardian one where he kind of has the thing on his head is a good one too. I don't think anyone can interpret that as like disrespectful.
The Red Guardian?
Yeah. Well, it's
I
like
don't have
for
that
some
one.
reason he's blue, isn't it? But I'm pretty sure it's Red Guardian.
Yeah, that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where he looks
I
so like
that one too.
nervous. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Oh, my favorite
But,
one is the the red bird. What is it called?
Red
the
Wing?
one that goes like yeah.
Yeah,
that
but
one
that's
is
I think
so
one
good.
of the that's like one of the album ones though, I think, because I don't have that one.
I have that one.
Do you? I've always wanted the Enchantress Hearts one. Do you know the one with all the Enchantress and she's hugging the hearts?
No, I don't have that one.
I have no idea what
I
album
didn't have
it's
that
from.
many emotes up until Deadpool's Diner because I never
Yeah?
spent gold on them. I thought they were too expensive.
They are too expensive. That's why everyone went crazy for them, right? But like what I'll say was I only bought a couple like with real money. I remember I was in Boston at PAX with Cozy when they released the Groot like retreat button one. And I'm like, it's $50. What a waste of money, but I want this retreat button because I just want it. So I spent the $50 there. This was like years ago now. And then the other one I bought was the Beast one. The Beast where he's like sipping the martini type thing.
Oh, that one is so good. It's from Django,
but
isn't it?
that can be tilting though. I think that one's a little disrespectful depending on its usage.
No, that one
so.
is super tilting. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I try
we're
not to
gonna
use
get
that one
called
too
out
often.
so much in the comments, like
Yeah.
that
but
we're getting
anyways.
triggered by all these, cartoon characters.
Yeah. I actually saw somebody. So I was in a game against another creator, and at the start of the game, when I recognized them, I did Spider-Man point fist bump, and they never responded. And then later on, I was
Who
like,
was it?
"Oh, I was curious. I want to see the game."
Name them.
I don't want to name them. And I was like, hey, I'll check out their stream afterwards, like their VOD, to see like what they were saying during the game and stuff like that.
I do
and
that too.
They saw my point and fist bump, and they just muted me. I was like, come on, man.
What's your in-game name?
I'm just gonna put them on full blast here on the podcast.
No, what's your name on in-game? Maybe they didn't recognize you.
Oh, maybe it's Octavarium. Yeah, it's true. It's not like my full legal name on my in-game name or whatever. I guess that's true. So in their defense, no, but I'm almost 99% positive. Even their chat was like, "Yo, that's Alex." So they 100% knew, man. They 100% knew. But anyways, that's a whole other conversation. But
you tell me after the podcast who it was, yeah?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Off record.
But,
okay.
But yeah. But anyways, so long story short, so you went.
So I went free to play.
Yeah.
For 2 months. But after Deadpool's Diner, you know what I think that we need to reward Second Dinner for good behavior. You know, like when you're training a dog, like when they do something good, you need to give them a treat. So I want them to come out of Deadpool's Diner having made some money. Because they were so generous. I doubt people were actually spending money on the mode.
No.
So after Deadpool's Diner, I bought Season Pass for Viv Vision. And she wasn't that great of a card, but I'm excited to experiment with her a little bit. I have this Viv Vision Galactus deck in mind that I want to try out. But you know what I noticed? Another conspiracy theory. Okay. Up until I had Viv Vision, I didn't encounter her at all on ladder, like maybe 2-3 times. But once I bought her, so many other Viv Vision decks.
It's entirely possible, though, that one could be explained by the fact she got buffed.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I would say, because like, if I'm trying to be like really like, okay, like the 5-head chess, if Viv Vision is good and they want you to buy it, you're going to be playing against Viv Vision every game.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah, I think you're right. She did get buffed. I forgot about that.
So that one might be more tinfoil hat than the others. The other ones I'm all aboard on. But this one here, I think there might be a logical
This one's
gap
too much, is it?
This one's too deep now. We're too far. We're too far. But I actually want to say I agree with you, and I hope that I like the sentiment there. The idea of like, you know what? You guys were very generous with this game mode. I'm having a very positive experience in the game. I'm going to buy the season pass. I'm going to support the game. This was a fun month. Thank you. You know what I mean?
And
I think that's awesome.
About spending money because, you know, when I feel good about the game, I feel good about spending money on it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But when I feel like they're trying to rip me off and asking me for money every single day, then I don't really want to spend money.
Yeah. And I guess this is kind of like, we're kind of into our topic of Deadpool's Diner. When we switch screens, you'll see it was supposed to be one of our topics. I guess we're just doing it now. We liked it. But one thing I'll say is that like, I do think that the community expectation though has to be tapered for future events.
Oh yeah.
I'm convinced this was an accident. Like,
I think so too.
They're saying that like, oh, like we intended to be like this. I'm like, bro, there's no way you meant it.
No,
this was like horrible math by an intern somewhere. And like you guys didn't know how to change it back, so you just left it. Or you could have changed it back, but the PR disaster wasn't worth it. And so you just left it, which is cool. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes,
but at the same time, I just want to say, community, everyone listening, we can't be mad if they dial this next one back. We can't have every single game mode like this because this was a treat. But you can't have treats all the time. You can't have ice cream for dinner.
Christmas came early.
Yeah. We just got to accept that. Like, we can't have Kid Omega again. If they do that, like, I'm out. Like, don't you dare go too far the other way. But we have to, like, kind of get realistic about what these future game modes are for the most part. And if we can find some middle ground between, like, for instance, the way they had done something like, obviously the Deadpool's Diner and like the usual game modes we were expecting, like
something in the middle
voltage,
would be good.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle is totally fine. But if you want to give us this more often, that's fine too. Thank you.
Yeah, even like I'm thinking, even if this Deadpool's Diner everything was double the price, it still would have been fine. You know, instead of 1,000 nachos for emotes, 2,000 nachos. That's totally reasonable. Like I would have been happy to pay that.
Man, you know what's a missed opportunity? If they want to make more money, what they should have done, if they were going to be handing out nachos like this, they should have had like some sort of Doritos sponsorship tie-in. Because like we were consuming nachos. Nachos was the topic of discussion in Marvel Snap for like an entire week or whatever. And I'm just saying there's definite brand synergy there. If Doritos wants to sponsor the next Deadpool's Diner, I'm here for that because I think it's a good idea because we love nachos.
Oh, I do love nachos. I got some today actually from Lidl.
Really? My
Do you
local
have- do you guys
Costco
have
has
Lidl?
like, yeah, we have like, okay, so at Costco, which is the only place I shop, honestly, they have like these, like, they always get these new versions of nachos made by chefs where they'll like have like, oh, this is like habanero spiced pineapple flavored nachos. And it sounds terrible. I saw that face, but then you eat it and you're like, hell yeah, this is the best nacho of all time. And every month they have like a different like chef's flavor. Right now it's like some late night cheeseburger flavor. I'm like, that sounds actually bad, so I didn't get it, but I'm in for nacho flavors and variety.
We don't have that at our Costco's.
Really? Oh, you're missing
Yeah.
out. You're
Yeah,
missing out.
British Costco's are kind of boring, I think.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's still fun to go there. It's like, a fun day out for me.
You know what? It's a fun day out every time I go there too. I agree. Actually, it's funny because just yesterday, Husky Puppies, former guest on the podcast, he was at Costco and he sent me a message. He's like, "Yo, I'm at Costco. Is there anything you want to see?" And it's like out of the blue, I'm like, "Yes, take a photograph of the menu of the food court. I want to see the regional food court. I want to know what's there." And
Where's
so
he from?
did. He's from the States somewhere. I didn't actually ask his physical location. I'm like, let me dox him. Here's his address. Yeah, but I have an idea where he's from. But anyways, so yeah, he sent it. It was so cool because like they had like a different type of like different like sandwich, and their menu was totally different than what we have here. And I
What
was
do you
like,
have on
"That's
your
kinda
menu?
cool." We have like a pulled pork sandwich thing. We have the hot dog, of course. The hot dog's very consistent. We have different forms of ice cream. We have sundaes. We have like this like poutine, which is, you guys know
Oh
what
yeah, I
poutine
know.
is,
I
right?
had poutine.
Yeah. So we have like a special poutine. It was pretty cool. And they had pizza as well. They used to have chicken wings, but they got rid of them. I was so sad
Oh.
because they would give you like a bucket of chicken wings for like $19.99. It was
Oh my
way
God.
too many chicken wings. And then they'd be like, what kind of sauce do you want? Or like, I don't know, barbecue sauce. They'd give you like a pound of barbecue sauce for no reason. You're like, this is way too much. I guess I have sauce.
Well, no
for
wonder they
tomorrow,
removed
too.
it from the menu. Probably
I
wasn't
know.
making them a lot of money.
Doesn't seem like it was very profitable, I'll be honest with you. But
Well, the hot dog is not profitable.
no, but the hot dog is like, that is an institutional requirement.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
some things you can't make money on, and the hot dog's one of them. You just have to provide that service to the people.
And the chicken, apparently, the rotisserie chicken, that's not profitable either, from what I heard. It's a loss
I've heard
leader.
that. I saw some stat that Costco was like the #1 purchaser or distributor of chicken in the world or something. Like the amount of actual chicken that they push on a daily basis far exceeds anyone else. And you'd think like it'd be like KFC or something, but apparently it's Costco. Don't fact check this. I might be wrong. I don't know. Ask ChatGPT. But I remember
Well, I
seeing
do
that at some
believe you.
point.
Because every time, when you run out of chicken, and then the new chicken is about to come out, there's always a queue of people waiting for the fresh chicken.
Oh, that's right. Like they run out of the actual like rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I guess there is always a line there. We're going to be talking about a Warlock in review. Okay, let's give a quick breakdown of what we're actually talking about. We're going to talk about Warlock, Jocasta Preview. We already did our Deadpool's Diner review. We're going to talk about the top cards of the month according to the statistics and the Snapchat mailbag. We've got a couple doozies in there, by the way. But Warlock, unfortunately, Warlock has come out, and I think it's underperforming.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because I was excited for this card. Now, I came
Me
in at
too.
like a 4-star range in preview. Cozy was 4.5 stars.
Oh my
In his
God.
defense, last week in preview, Binks came in at 2.5. And I think Binks might have cooked proper. 42% win rate at 9% popularity for Warlock. And even the top performing decks of high Evo are technically just a little bit running a negative cube rate at a 49% win rate. It's heartbreaking.
That's sad. You know what, though? I think it's because it's his week.
Oh,
And
of
everyone
course.
is running Mobius. That always
Yeah.
happens with a new card that's easily counterable with like one single card. If it's Affliction card, everyone's playing Luke Cage. If it's energy cheating, everyone's playing Mobius. So
Yeah.
he might get better once, it's no longer his Spotlight week.
And also, there's something to be said about the card we'll be previewing momentarily, which may, in fact, improve Warlock as well. Jocasta. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to say it. I still don't know. But
Jocasta?
I think it's Jocasta. But
Jocasta.
anyways, it's an activate card. Warlock might benefit this week too. But what I will say, though, is that, like, I had fun playing Evo again. And I actually ranked up very efficiently playing Warlock in Evo. And I think part of it was that I didn't actually come across many Mobius and Mobiuses. I just didn't. And
Really?
no, I didn't, which
I
was kind of
faced
surprising.
Mobius every third game when I played Warlock.
Well, when we talk about the top cards of the month, I'm I don't want to spoil it, but we're going to talk about Mobius because he's the top 3 cost of the month. So like you're 100% right. Your experience would trend with what I think everyone else saw too. And this is a classic thing though. When like, do you guys remember when like Annihilus came out? This is a great example that always stays in my head. So Annihilus comes out, and that card, because like of just the way the meta was at the time, it was so hard to play. And then once Annihilus kind of was out like a week or two, all of a sudden his decks became the top performing ones. And then something like a Warlock is even more susceptible to the week it comes out, because you're right, if there's one catch-all for it, like Mobius just destroys it. Just like when Diamondback came out, Diamondback's an amazing card. But you just play Luke Cage and the whole thing sucks. And like, it's just no point in like even trying to get proper stats that first week, because Luke Cage just dismantles anything that Diamondback's trying to do. Diamondback's a sick card, but it doesn't show that first week. And so are you suggesting that Warlock might actually age a little better thanks to Mobius and Mobius?
I don't know. Because I think any deck that Warlock is going to be in is going to rely on also Sunspot and She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
And those decks are also basically killed by Mobius. And Mobius is just such a catch-all for all the energy cheating cards. I don't see him ever going out of like fashion, I'd say. He's just too good of a card.
Yeah, and I think that Mobius prevents Pixie from getting buffed. Because I've been saying for the longest time that I think that Pixie needs to be a 1-drop, just like Loki. They have very similar designs. But if you buff Pixie too much, and then Pixie Mobius is such a good line that it's just going to be everywhere into the meta, and it's going to just feel awful. And even with Warlock specifically, you brought up She-Hulk. So I actually have a little bit of beef with this. And it's not necessarily the game, it's the design of the cards. That like with Warlock, when you float turn 5 or 6 or whatever you happen to be doing, She-Hulk will take all these incidental pops and then float her energy. So she's kind of wasting...
It's really annoying.
Warlock procs, right? So I think that like I was wondering if the best versions of Warlock are not actually going to be in a She-Hulk based deck, because you actually minimize the impact quite a bit. But those are the types of decks that want to float energy so aggressively. I tried it in Surfer, and it felt rough. It didn't feel great.
No.
It just didn't feel right. So like, yeah, I don't know. That interaction with She-Hulk, I think, really limits its ceiling.
It's really annoying. You'd think they should work together, but they kind of clash, don't they?
They do, yes. They absolutely clash. And I found that was kind of interesting. And I don't know if it must be intended. I'm sure they tested it, but it's disappointing because like it's actually just a waste. It's a waste of
it's such a waste, and it makes Warlock redundant. And also it's just, I feel like his usage is very narrow. He only really fits in like, 3 decks max? There's a high Evo, and then there's that deck KM Best made. That was pretty fun with Hitmonkey. Have you tried that one?
Yes, I did see that too. That was the one that it ran Black Swan too, right?
No, it ran Mobius.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about a different deck, because I did see the Warlock Black Swan one a bunch. Yeah, okay, I was thinking about a different list. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing though, and this is something that I don't remember who I discussed it with, but they're releasing so many cards so fast, so often, that like cards don't get a chance to breathe. Like you don't really get to cook with them that much. Like when I was playing, so Dexter was doing his Datathon and we were playing, he played Fire Lord. I'm like, I literally have never seen that animation before. I've never played it myself, and no one's ever played it against me. And I'm like, and I haven't even tried to make a deck for Fire Lord. Like I can't, I can't even remember what he does, honestly. And it's like one of those things where it's like, there are so many cards coming out so often that like, it's so easy to just not actually like, play with them all and give them all a legitimate shot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what's the other card that came out of Fire Lord? The 3-drop.
The Airwalker. I've not played this at all either.
That's the thing. Like, when I was playing with Dexter as well yesterday for his Datathon, we did a draft battle, and I got this card, and I'm like, I don't even know what this card does. Had to like look it up to see what it does.
Yeah, it's crazy because like it's unfortunate that like some of these cards are just being released so fast that they don't really get a chance to shine. Because for what it's worth, Fire Lord, actually, the animation's super cool. The card seems pretty cool. But like, it's just, we got to move on to the next thing, right? We just got to move on. We got to move on to Warlock coming out or whatever, right? There's always something coming out. And so, overall, like, what are your general thoughts on Warlock? I feel like he is a skip.
Oh, yeah, definitely a skip. I was disappointed because I had high expectations for him. But after trying him out for a bit, I think the main thing, if they fixed the interaction with She-Hulk, he would be much better.
Oh, for sure. I absolutely agree.
But in his current state, I think, well, he will get better as soon as, Mobius is no longer so popular. But with so many, have you noticed there's so many Mr. Negative decks running around?
Yeah, and they even they nerfed it quick. Actually, we're not talking about the OTA specifically today, but like the change to Mystique is significant, right? Because they basically made it so that Jane Foster can't pull Mystique anymore, which is a massive nerf to negative, right? But yeah, I've been seeing a ton of Mr. Negative lately.
Yeah. So as long as there's so much Mr. Negative, Mobius is going to be around.
Yeah, and I mean, and Mobius is a very important like valve for that exact style of deck, right? Mm-hmm. Which, because like Mr. Negative is a very difficult deck to go into turn 6 or 7 with against 4 or 8 cubes, because like it's the amount of power output's insane. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that like at the end of the day, while I'm excited for Warlock's future, I feel like today it's a skip, especially with the very thematic season we have upcoming. And that's going to take us to Jocasta, who is going to be the new card releasing this week. It'll be entering the Snap Packs as a Series 5 card. It reads, activate. Immediately activate your other cards here without using up their activate ability. So I actually think this is a really cool card. And anytime you have like these very combo-centric cards, there's a chance that the ceiling becomes far too high on certain decks. Like I'm a little nervous about like the Invisible Woman Fantasticar style lists, which I think that like are really going to like this particular card. But what I will say though is I think the thing I love the most about this card is the versatility it provides for other activates to be played on turn 6. Because you can, right? Because you can
play
like,
a Jocasta first.
Yeah.
Because usually if you play activate card on 6, you can't activate, right? You have to wait a turn. And with Jocasta, you can.
Yeah, which I thought is really cool. That's a really cool design. I'm just wondering if everything else is going to ruin it. Like if everything else can be like, oh, we thought it was bad with just Invisible Woman. Well, hold my beer because Jocasta's here. You know, that rhymed unintentionally.
I had a look through all the activate cards, and I think there's going to be some really spicy combinations.
Yeah.
I've got my little notes here. Let me check.
Okay, go through those notes. Hit me up.
Any future activate cards should also affect them. So any future activate cards will need to be, you know, kind of balanced around her as well. So obviously we have the Invisible Woman Prodigy thing. Like, can you actually do Invisible Woman followed by Prodigy and then Jocasta?
Yeah, probably.
That's how many procs is that?
Yeah, and you can put Fantasticar in that lane too.
Oh my
right?
god!
Because Fantasticar is an activate.
So you have all of those in one location, and then you activate Jocasta, then you activate your Invisible Woman, Prodigy, and Fantasticar, and then it's just you sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for the animation.
Yeah, and you know the fast forward's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work. It only works on MODOK.
Yeah. Oh yeah, MODOK. If you MODOK anything, you can just MODOK not even swarms in your hand, and that fast forward's popping off. But yeah,
That's always annoyed me so much because you kind of want to know what it discarded.
It almost ruined my enjoyment of the Bullseye deck because like you never see anything happening.
Oh, true.
I feel like they toned it down a bit because I feel like I've seen the animation a few more times because I barely even remembered what the Bullseye animation was because it was always being skipped. Like I never actually saw anything. And then like, oh look, someone played Odin, Wong, Mystique, like Ironheart or whatever, and sure enough, it goes for 45 minutes. Yeah, don't fast forward this, guys, because it's. Yeah, whoever made that code, that is some serious spaghetti code. But I was thinking about some other stuff too. And it's funny because they buffed Lockjaw. Lockjaw can be used with Jocasta. And what's interesting, I'm just going to use Jocasta and Jocasta interchangeably. I don't know. You guys can't stop me. And the thing I'll say is that, like, remember old Lockjaw, like Lockjaw Thanos, stuff like that, where like you were just feeding stuff into Lockjaw like crazy? This almost gets that feel back a little bit because, like, the nice thing about the new Lockjaw is you can play the card anywhere. You don't need the Lockjaw location, right? So I feel like
you don't have to
Jocasta
clog that
with
location.
Lockjaw. Yes. Yeah. And so like I feel like it could be cool with Lockjaw, to be honest with you, especially since they just buffed it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think of Lockjaw. I only really play Lockjaw in the Hela deck. But speaking of Hela, we could maybe combine Jocasta with Hellcow. Hellcow, Jocasta, and then Hela on last turn.
Okay.
2 discards.
That's right.
And speaking of Bullseye with Jocasta would be pretty toxic. It would be. If you have like a bunch of swarms, your Mobius and Collector would grow like insanely big.
Yeah, you're right. Because those swarms would just replicate, and then like you'd have like 5 or 6 in your hand, and then you'd pound them again. it'd be even crazier if you do like, I don't know if this would work. It might be really dumb, but you do like Bullseye into Frigga, into Bullseye, into Jocasta. And then what the hell is your last turn? I don't know. I'm losing track. Is that combo possible? Maybe. Then it's like, then you Modok.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think
you lost me there. It's too much brain power required to.
Too much.
Do that.
No, what are you talking about? I got confused myself while I was saying it. So obviously not enough brain power was utilized in making that point. But yeah, Bullseye is pretty cool too. I was actually thinking about King Eitri. Now this sounds like super cope. I know. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I know. But we've had a lot of cards adding to the deck. And specifically, you have like
the new Kang.
The new Kangs, and you could do King Eitri and Jocasta. And you could do like Agamotto, and you could start just pulling stuff out of the deck. It could be interesting, right?
Kajor
but it's a little too
strong.
slow, I think.
I don't know, but you have to, in those decks, you have to draw the Jocasta and King Eitri. So I don't know about that. But you know what would be super juicy?
Let's hear
it. Lasher.
Ooh.
Plus Jocasta.
That is pretty cool.
It makes it activate your other cards here. So you actually activate the Lasher without activating the Lasher.
Yeah.
So you will calculate Lasher's power, not her own power, right?
Yes. The only challenge I see, you use Lasher's power. Lasher, the only place I'm playing Lasher. I know you can play in Cerebro. I have not been playing lots of Cerebro, but I've been playing Lasher a lot in
Nomura.
In like Nomura. And you wouldn't be able to put Jocasta unless you did it after you did the Nomura pump, but then I don't think you can because Nomura's
No, you
on
can't.
5.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's probably just too much because usually you can just win the Lasher location with Lasher on its own.
I like how you're qualifying it like we're coping a bit, and I just finished talking about King Eitri, and you're like, oh, don't worry, Alex. But okay, I have a spicy one. I got a spicy one, and I almost didn't want to say this out loud because if anybody does this to me, then I'm going to delete the game. But I was thinking about Black Widow. So you play Black Widow,
oh, no,
you activate it, you play Jocasta
so
on top of Black Widow, and then you can immediately
no.
activate her again next turn and shoot another Widow's. So you're denying 2 draws, which is awful.
That's so evil.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
But I don't know if it's worth the investment because you're spending so much energy on a turn 3 and turn 4 or turn 4 and turn 5 setting it up.
I know.
It might be worth it. It might be worth it.
Denying 2 draws, and I was also thinking like, okay, but that's turn 3 and 4.
The Dark Hawk deck, maybe?
Yeah, that's turn 3 and 4. But what if your turns 1 and 2s are also synergistic? So like, what if you also have other activates? Like, what if you're spider hamming? Like, boom, that card's useless. Here's the thing to your hand. Boom, another card's useless. Like, you're doing all this stuff to just ruin their entire game plan. You know what I mean?
And do a Korg and Rock Slide. Yeah. Well, you're not drawing your cards, but if you are drawing your cards, you're drawing rocks only.
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking about like how else can you combo it so that like other inexpensive activates go with Widow's Kiss and Black Widow. So Widow's Bite, I should say, not Widow's Kiss.
That's
Widow's
actually
Bite.
So evil.
It is pretty.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. I told you I didn't want to bring it up, but I did anyways.
There's also a Mega Sentinel. That's quite a spicy card.
It's one of my favorite cards of the season, to be honest with you.
I once played it in what's the one with the Bar Sinister.
Oh.
And that was so juicy.
Yeah, C3, insane.
It was C3, it was C3, and Bar Sinister, that was so good.
Well, yeah, Jocasta's going to go in C3. Like, you literally can use Omega Sentinel and Jocasta into C3.
Oh my god.
So
Cerebro is already too good, I think, these days.
Cerebro, okay, so a lot of people don't realize this. In terms of like straight up point output, C3 might be amongst like the absolute biggest point decks in the game. Like if you think about what happens when like you bast your Cerebro Mystique and then you have like everything else happening even with Bastion now, like the ceiling is so high, it's stupid. Yeah. Like those decks are crazy. And so that's why I think in some respect, like Second Dinner might have been right to not nerf Enchantress too much because I think we actually need Enchantress right now because Cerebro is one of those, like, obviously it's going to piss you off. Like, you're going to queue your first Cerebro game. You're going to get Monster Island. And then, like, you're going to tilt out. Like, that's what's going to happen, right? It's always the location screw nonstop. But with that being said, like, it is insanely point-centric. Like, actually going 1v1 with Cerebro feels awful if they're not getting scammed.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing holding back Cerebro is the locations.
100%. But something has to hold it back.
Or you can just play Clog. Well. That's always fun. Invite for something big to their side.
Clog is fun for you, but not for them. that's
the point, you know?
I know.
I don't want my opponent to have fun.
When I was taking Deadpool's Diner too seriously at the start, where I was like, I didn't realize how forgiving and awesome it was. I was playing Clog, and I was having fun with it. Then I realized, like, wait a minute, I'm getting all these nachos, and I already got Danger. I already have all these cards. Do I need to do this? No, I'm just gonna play Kang over and over and over again.
Yeah, I was like that too. At first, I was playing Wiccan Tech Soup, and I was taking it so seriously. But then later on, I was like, I'm just gonna play Agatha and let the game play it for me without thinking. But usually, a lot of time, you just honestly snap, 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 and retreat on turn 4.
Yeah, fist bump,
like,
retreat later. I did have some people, like a lot of people, I don't think they understood the you both retreat later. No one loses their bubs. I got scammed a couple times, but it's okay, guys. I'm not upset about it. I still love you. It's fine.
I've never been scammed.
You've never been scammed? So maybe they're just intentionally scamming me. They're like, yo, hate this guy. Rip this guy's cubes off.
No, but I did scam someone, not on purpose, before I found out it was a thing. And it was someone from my community too. And he's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to retreat.
There was one dude who legit, we did the fist bumps and everything like that. I did retreat later. And then he played a card and I just lost. And he gave me the Miss Marvel thumbs up. And then he gave me the Deadpool. I was like, you son of a gun. He was the only one that did it. I played so much Deadpool's Diner. 99% of the people we played against.
You.
Oh, 100%. And just for this moment, he's probably listening right now and be like, yes, I got him. He's talking about the pod on the podcast. He's mentioning when I scammed him. Victory. You know what I mean?
You should get him reported using your, second dinner connections. The ones you call up when you're about to play the game.
That's right.
So you get the easier bots.
I'm like, here's some more Dogecoin. Get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
But I guess the other thing we got to mention, technically Warlock, if you hard skip turn 5 and Jocasta, it should hard skip twice, no? Will it work that way with Warlock?
Yeah, it will. But your opponent's going to pull out Mobius.
Yeah, I mean...
That turns. Or they're all going to hit She-Hulk.
You're having like legit Warlock Mobius PTSD here. Like,
no, I faced Mobius so much playing that card.
Yeah, it's like you just can't. You're like, no, Mobius is going to be a constant factor for Jocasta. I'm going to come in 4 stars with Jocasta. What do you think? What star rating are you thinking?
Oh, we're giving stars. This is hard. I think. Oh, I don't want to be put the same. I don't want to give her the same star as you because I want to be different. I'm gonna give her 4.1.
4.1?
Is that a thing? Can you do?
It is now. It is now. We're now working off a 100-point scale. We always try to not even do the 0.5s, like the half points, and then here's Nina coming in with the 0.1.
Oh,
that's
no.
That's like when you're on Jeopardy and you like, I'll do $1, Bob, and you're like, I'll do $2, and you're like.
Well, I don't want to be too generous. What if she's bad and then people will say I'm stupid?
Oh, that's just part of the fun. Are you kidding me? That's what 90% of the comments are on all my videos. You think I get cards right? Come on now. People know they're here not for the correct take. They just want a take, right?
Well, it's actually really hard to judge cards before they come out. I don't know what it is.
It's so hard.
As soon as you play it for a few hours, you realize like how good it is. But before that, it's so hard to give an accurate review of it.
Yeah, and I mean, everyone listening, you might think that like you're really good at calling the cards, but if you were to get publicly shamed every time you were wrong, you would think differently. If you were to feel the public angst of everyone who's like, bruh, you said that Warlock pre-release is going to be a 4, and now it's a 2, and I FOMO'd into it. It's your fault, Alex. Like literally, it happens. It happens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Cards that weren't good when they first came out become good later because they can get like buffed, and also new cards that come out that support them really well. Do you remember? Like, I feel like when Wiccan first came out, nobody thought it was that amazing, but he's actually incredible now.
Yeah. Well, Prodigy is a good example of this. It's exactly what you said before. Prodigy, Invisible Woman, now Jocasta. Like, that card's doing stuff, right?
Jean Grey came out, remember how everyone thought, oh my god, this card is gonna break the game. It's a must-have.
What a trash heap card too. Just awful. I feel bad for Jean Grey, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think we should go to the new cards, or not new cards, those were the new cards. I think we should talk about the top cards of the month, because I went through Untapped and we took the entire month's statistics, infinite only, and we're saying, okay, what are the top cards of the month? What are the cards people are playing? We're talking about popularity. And if you like, you can also make comments about like what you think are the best cards. But talking about popularity, I think it gives you a good idea of like what people are playing, what they think are good. And the most played one drop in Marvel Snap.
Mad Thinker.
It's not Mad Thinker. That card is terrible. I tried to play Mad Thinker. I'm like, man, this card sucks. Nico Manaru coming in at number 1 at a 15.8% play rate. Again, these are untapped infinite statistics over the last 30 days. Nico Manaru. Nina, what do you think?
Well, I'm not surprised. She's very versatile. You can pretty much stick her in almost any deck, and she'll work there. Like even she works so well in Destroy, as well.
She works good everywhere.
And like
that's the problem.
Zoo, yeah, she works in pretty much any deck.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised at all. She's just amazing. It was
also,
a really well designed
low-key,
card.
A great card for like Cerebro 2 as well. That +2 power, you give it to like Cerebro or whatever, and it's just like hell yeah, it's free real estate. I love Nico Manaru's design. I think this is a fantastically well designed card. This is one of the ones where they really knocked it out of the park with the way they designed it, and I'm so glad that people have been so receptive of this card, because I've been someone who, like when I'm talking about decks and I do like budget options, I sometimes include Nico Manaru in budget decks, and people are like, Alex, that's not a budget card, that's not a Series 3 or whatever. But I'm like, no, but like, listen, I think if you're going to spend tokens, you can confidently do it on Nico. Nico's one of those cards that you should have in your collection. And if you're like, I'm holding tokens, who do I buy? You buy Nico Manaru. Like, this is a phenomenal card that's incredibly versatile.
She's the new Jeff and, what's it called? Iron Lad? Is that a card?
Iron Lad still exists?
No, exactly. But do you remember back in the day, I remember people asking me, what should I invest my tokens in? And I was always confidently saying, oh, Jeff, Iron Lad. Can't go wrong with them. But now, and Nico Minoru was the third one. But now Jeff and Iron Lad are kind of poo-poo. But Nico
I
Minoru
feel
is
so
still...
bad. Like,
I feel bad for Jeff.
Do you know what? I feel like Jeff's...
Jeff.
Yeah, like Jeff doesn't even make C3 decks that often. And I feel like with Jeff... The last time he was seeing like significant legitimate play was when Professor X was running rampant in the meta. And the only other time was when Sandman got buffed, because you could play Jeff through Sandman. And like that was the only time I saw those cards being played. Like this card being played. I feel like it's completely fallen off. And I think that's not so much about Jeff. I think it's because we've had so much power creep at the 2 cost.
Yeah, we have so many amazing 2-drops now.
Yeah, it's just...
Poor Jeff.
Yeah, poor
Bring
Jeff.
Jeff back.
We got to bring Jeff back.
How would you buff him?
I got the Chibi variant.
Make him a 2-5.
Yeah. 2-5?
I think that would be 2-5.
2-5. That's a hot take. Jeff 2-5 immediately becomes the best card in the game, I think. No?
Well,
Am I crazy?
Complain. I wouldn't complain. I love Jeff. He's so cute.
Yeah, I love Jeff too. Of course I love Jeff. But I'm just saying, like, I think you can't go more than 2-4. 2-5 is insane. The other card that is the most popular one drop in the game is going to be
Nicholas Hoult. Wait.
Is this Nicholas Hood? Did you say Nicholas Hood?
Nicholas Hoult. Wait, that's not even his name, is it?
I don't know. I don't know what the Hood's name is.
No, the one you just passed.
Nicholas Scratch?
Oh, is that his name?
You said Mad Thinker you said before, and then...
Yeah, this guy. Oh, who's Nicholas Hoult?
Nicholas Hoult?
I don't know.
I'm not sure who you're referring to. Like maybe it's a me thing, because like I don't know a lot of like their original names. I think you might be making something up.
I made things up.
But the Hood comes in at 13.7% of the meta, the second most commonly played one drop in Marvel Snap.
I hate the Hood.
Really? Why?
Because whenever you see your opponent playing the Hood, you're like, crap, they're gonna clog me.
Oh, for sure.
But then they whip out Victoria hand, and you're like, oh, thank God it's not Clog.
Yeah, Clog's pretty awful. I agree. But yeah, last time we did this, Hood was number 1, and now Nico is caught up. So it's good to see a little bit of a change up. Now, do you want to take a guess? Now, I'm putting you on the spot. It's a little hard. At who the number 1 2-drop in the game is right now? It's on the screen.
Oh,
it's on the screen right now.
Surge.
Surge would be correct at an 18% win rate. Not win rate, 18% play rate.
I was going to say that's so low.
Yeah, that's really low. It's actually a 51.2% win rate according to Untapped last 30 days, infinite only. But Surge as a 2-1, despite the nerf, still is the most popular 2-drop in Marvel Snap.
I mean, Energy Cheat is always going to be strong. And she's not just Energy Cheat. She's Energy Cheat plus power increase. Plus, you can chain it.
Yeah, no, I know. It's actually a really cool card. It's actually one of my favorite cards. I think they really knocked it out of the park with this design. Really fun card. Feels fair. Also, kind of not as susceptible to Mobius and Mobius because, like, yeah, you lose the energy cheat, you still get the power.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So, and then the second most popular
Am I
2-drop in the
guessing
game.
again?
If you want, you can. This one's a little harder, but you might be able to get it. Not Shadow King.
Is it on the state? Is it on the? It's Victoria Hand.
It's not Victoria Hand. I actually can't see the card. Cozy does this all the time where he can't find the card, and I make fun of him. But okay, hold on. Let me put him on the screen here. It's a man. Oh, you can't see him. He's cut off. It's not fair.
Oh, where? Oh, Merlin. Of course.
It's Merlin.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, he was cut off on like the way the screen is captured. I mean, like you couldn't actually see, so it wasn't fair.
Yeah, so I could never have guessed.
Yeah, Merlin is a 13.4% card. That's its play rate. And honestly, I love this card. I think that this card is so well designed as well. I will tell you, as someone who plays lots of Magic, the Omniversal Presence is rough, man. No, that's not the... Yeah, it is. Sorry, I was like, that's not the one. It is the one. It changes the location to +2, and it honestly does a great job of like really modifying locations. And honestly, even against Cerebro, where like they get like sometimes you get some lucky rolls and some garbage locations for them, like Xandar or whatever, and you scam them, right? And obviously, of course, with something like the Hood, you can once and future the Hood into your deck, or of course you can polymorph it into a 2-drop. I think Merlin is phenomenal.
He's a great card. He is the Nico Minoru of 2-drops.
Yes. Oh, I agree. Super versatile.
Yeah, he is. But the thing that annoys me, what's the incantation called? The one that shuffles into your deck.
Once in future.
Oh yes, that one. Whenever I shuffle a card I don't want on the board, I'm drawing in the next turn.
You always top deck it. I know. It's like, oh, you kicked over a rock with debris. Check it out once in future, and then just get the rock back and like, great. Yeah, I've experienced that as well. But I do think this card's really cool. And the Pax border, for some reason, it's super thick on those skills. Do you notice how like thick these borders are?
Oh, that looks like a cupcake.
Yeah, this is.
If you look at it together, do you see like the top?
Yeah, it does kind of look like a cupcake, doesn't it? But I mean, it looks like a whole bunch of different things. But it actually, did you say butt?
A butt, yeah.
It does look like a butt. Great. Now we're gonna get demonetized. Going to the 3-drops. It's.
Oh,
I hate
is it Fanta still?
It's not Fanta.
Oh, it's Mobius. Oh, yes. Bloody Mobius. Of course it's Mobius. I should have known.
13.6% and a very high win rate of 52.6. Mobius and Mobius is everywhere. Nina, I'll give you the floor. Tell us about how much you love Mobius and Mobius.
I do like Mobius, actually, when I play him.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
I like
Binks
it when I'm
least
allowed
Binks
to have
just
fun and my
blanket
opponent
hates
is
him.
not allowed to have fun.
Yeah. I can feel that. Like Binks last week was just like, I hate this card so much. I wish it didn't exist. And I like how you were like, I wish it just existed for me.
Yeah.
And number 2, 3-drops.
But remember, without Mobius, how crazy was Loki Magic without Mobius? That was insane.
I know.
The game would be crazy without Mobius. You need Mobius. It's like you need Shine.
It's like, it feels like it's an unnecessary, no, sorry, let me rephrase that. It is a necessary evil.
Yeah.
Just like people hated Shang-Chi, it's like, you take Shang-Chi out of the game, all of a sudden, like, you just, like, Wong blob into, I don't know, Taskmaster
Zola
and win
or
every
something.
game.
Yeah.
Right? And the game sucks. It's like, you need these cards. You need these release valves sometimes. They just can't be like, where it becomes difficult? When you're able to use these cards offensively and then accidentally use them defensively. Like, that's why I said with like Pixie and Mobius, I want Pixie to be a 1-drop so bad. But if you're able to just put Mobius in that deck just because, it works for my deck offensively anyways, and then it's just free real estate every time someone tries to energy cheat you and you get to spank them, right? So like the interactions are kind of interesting. But yeah, Mobius and Mobius, I feel like it does come in and out of the meta. Like it does wane. It's popular right now because we have more energy cheat than we've ever had, right? But what really surprised me was the second card that's the most popular. I was expecting Viv Vision because of usually the season pass gets more play because the weekend missions and stuff. It's not Viv Vision.
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah,
but
sure.
you have him on have them on the thing first on the screen, and I guess from there.
Okay, I can't because she's off to the side. I see her and you can't see her.
Oh, again, this is rigged.
Okay, she is a demon child. Dark child, I should say.
Who? Okay, I don't know. Who is it?
Magic.
Oh,
I said
course.
Demon Child, which is wrong. She yells Dark Child, right?
I should have known.
Yeah, Magic is currently running a 13% play rate, but a win rate that is almost 5% under Mobius and Mobius. Mobius was almost 53%. She's 48%, which is kind of crazy.
Oh.
And maybe partially because of the popularity of Merlin. Just going to throw it out there.
Merlin. I've seen a lot of Legion as well.
Yeah, because the Airsham decks are actually kind of popular right now. With
Yeah, the
Pen.
Airsham decks
yeah.
are running Legion, and Hela decks also running Legion.
That's inappropriate.
I know, that's too much, isn't it?
If you're playing Hela and you're playing Legion, come on.
I was,
you may as
yeah,
well
it was
put
really
Mobius
good.
and Mobius in your deck too and make everyone hate you.
That's the deck I used to hit Infinite before she got nerfed.
Yeah, honestly, like you know what card I can't seem to make work? I just want to throw it out there. Every time someone brings up Hela, I think about this card too. Morgan Le Fay. I've been wanting to make a good Morgan Le Fay deck for so long. I can't figure it out. It's a
She
card
doesn't
that
go in the
feels
Hela
awful.
deck, I don't think.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that she goes in a Hela deck. I'm saying every time someone brings up Hela, for some reason in my head, I picture Morgan Le Fay. Like it comes to mind for me, and I want to figure out a deck with Morgan Le Fay, and I feel like I've not been able to. Like this is the card I try to cook with more than any others. Like when I'm just by myself, I try and do something, and I've not come up with a solution for Morgan Le Fay yet. Someone out there is gonna figure out a deck with this because I think that it might actually be good. It's just like an untapped card that like fell out of the zeitgeist, like fell out of our mindset, and no one's cooking with it. I feel like this card might be good.
I've only seen her in some destroy decks. But I have a question. If you
Yes.
like discard a bunch of cards, right, and then you play Morgan Le Fay and return them to your hand, and then you discard them again, say with Modok, and then you play Hela, is she gonna bring back the buffed cards?
You're cooking, and I don't know. I have no idea. I never thought of that. How would you even do that? Is that because you would have to top deck Hela to do that, right? Because
Yeah,
Modok
yeah.
would blow up your Hela.
Top deck, or you can use the old Invisible Woman.
Okay, leave this with me. I'm gonna try and figure this out.
Don't try it. It's not gonna work.
Oh, no, I know it's not gonna work, but I kind of want to try. Do you want to take a shot at who the most popular
Shang-Chi.
Marvel Snap? Yeah, you got it. It's him. Even post nerf, these are month-long stats. He is still running a 14% play rate. He was at 22, and then he dropped to 11 during the nerf time frame. Now he settled at 14.4, still a 50.5% win rate. I've been saying for the longest time this card is overhated. It's not as good as people think it is, but also very good and very important. I think why this card is so strong is because it's a cube stealer. Because people be like, oh, Shang-Chi doesn't exist, lol, and just get knocked out, right? So, like, I understand the frustration, but yeah, Shonger's at 14%, Nina.
His nerf made a huge difference to some of my games.
Oh, 100%.
Because
I barely
like
saw.
yeah, like the you know the Namor deck.
Yes.
I had like 2 giant Jeffs buffed up, and my opponent was playing Mill, I think, because they're evil. So they had
that's a deck I forgot even existed. Like Baron Zemo Mill with Cable and everything.
Yeah, they had Fenris. They played out Fenris. So I was like, they definitely have Shang-Chi. They're gonna Shang me on last turn. So all I did is just put 2 giant cards in one location. They Shang one, sure. But I still have the other one. And Shang is only 3 power. So yeah, the nerf makes a huge difference. That's just, and he's still in so many decks. That just shows you how good he was originally.
So basically what you're saying is if we ever queue against each other on ladder, the correct play for me is Fenris on 3 and then turn 6, Shang-Chi into Grandmaster.
No, that's nasty. No.
Don't do that?
Don't do that.
Okay, so the next card is again one you can't see on the screen.
Jug. No, it's not.
No. Juggernaut, no, it didn't make it. But okay, I'll give you a hint. In her season pass variant, which is popular,
Got
she holds a cat on her shoulder.
Gwenpool.
It is Gwenpool. Yeah, you
is
got
it
it.
Gwenpool? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
she's holding a cat. This was a realization we made a long time ago. So on one of the episodes Cozy and I did, like, I don't know when it was. He didn't realize that there was a cat on her shoulder. Like,
I didn't
he thought it was the hair. Yes,
realized
look,
it.
that's a tabby
I
cat.
thought it was her hair.
So you're just like everyone else. Yeah, she's holding a cat. It's not her hair. Like it's one of those things where no one actually pays attention to the variant. Like you can see the tabby cat. Look at its face. It's right there.
Oh my god, this cat just got a lot cuter. I mean,
Yeah.
this card just got a lot cuter.
Yeah, actually, Gwenpool does have really good variants, but for me, I've always liked this one here. But yeah, Gwenpool at 10% play rate and a 50.6% win rate. What are your thoughts on Gwenpool?
I like her. Yeah, she's kind of had a little bit of a comeback, right? Because at one point everyone was playing Galacta,
Yeah.
as Galacta just seemed like a better card. But then she got nerfed, and now Gwenpool is back on top.
Yeah, like so both these cards were used like almost interchangeably. Like they feel like they're two peas in a pod, because you almost can play them interchangeably, really. But
Yeah.
I actually like how they're siphoned a little bit in their design. And I actually, when I'm playing, I often find myself playing Gwenpool over Galacta lately. And
I
I think it's because
think it's the type of decks we're playing these days. I'm thinking about like that Warlock deck, where you want to skip a turn. Like you don't want to play Galacta, right? Because you're just wasting one turn, like her buff. Whereas Gwenpool just gives you a lot more value.
And the thing that I always go for, maybe this is the greedy side, I'm like, Galacta +2 on Brood, or I Gwenpool and +6 on Brood, because it always hits where I want it to. And then it just does like +6 on Surfer for some reason. But I do like the two cards, and it doesn't surprise me that Gwenpool is the second most popular 4-drop behind Shang-Chi.
Even after her nerf. She got nerfed
Even
as well.
after her
didn't
nerf.
she? Yeah.
Even after her nerf. And that's actually a good lesson too. I'm glad you mentioned that, because so many people, when a card gets nerfed, they're like, this card sucks, it's dead, I'm never playing it again, and then they just drop it. It's like, bro, that card was overtuned and it's still good.
Yeah.
Right? Just like people not playing nerfed Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Like, you think that the one power made that much of a difference? It's still Shangers, man. The place where it makes a huge difference, I think, like the change to Shang-Chi is on like Nadolvalier and some of the locations that were like you would wipe out an entire board set, like Muir Island getting buffed the whole time.
Yeah.
That's where I felt like his destroying all cards was a little sus, but for the most part, it doesn't surprise me that Shangers remains the most popular card. Now, 5-drop, I think this is a very tough call for you to make, because this might be because of the tech thing that happened. So all the tech cards got nerfed. This was a
Cosmic
recently...
Ghost Rider.
It is. Wow, you're so fast. I was going to say, I have it on the screen this time. Cosmic Ghost Rider actually ended up seeing a ton of play. A 10.4% play rate, despite a slightly negative cube rate and a win rate at 48.2. So the stats don't back up the play rate here. But Cosmic Ghost Rider was the most played 5-drop according to popularity and Untapped stats.
That is interesting. Yeah. Not expect. I mean, it's probably because, like you said, so many tech cards got nerfed, and there were only a few that were left untouched, like Cosmic Ghost Rider and Stardust.
Stardust. Oh man, Stardust. Yeah, that was a card that it is so funny. Stardust, right? I was like, oh, this card's not that good. I don't know why people are so excited about it. And then I'm streaming, and like literally someone with initiative on turn 6 played Stardust. And I was playing at the Bar Sinister to win the game for 8 cubes. And I was like,
Oh no.
I was like,
It's amazing how many
no.
cards it actually affects.
Yeah. It does. Honestly, Stardust has like one of those really wide nets it casts.
Yeah.
Where like it will absolutely rob people without like for me, there's no way I could have anticipated. It's not like Stardust was on the field. I'm like, I'm gonna play Bar Sinister, lol. Like that's not at all what it was. It was like it played down first on turn 6. Like they got me good. I was like, oh man. And so like, yeah, Stardust has like that capability, but also it feels like when I've played Stardust, it has the echo effect where you play echo, someone's putting.
Oh yes, I've seen so much Stardust blindness. Maybe people just don't realize that he affects all these cards, because it's not very clear, right? What counts as adding cards to location? Like you wouldn't think that playing Blink maybe would be affected by Stardust, but it is.
Yeah. Stardust has like a super wide net. It wasn't the most popular drop there, but yeah. But yeah, the tech changes definitely put Cosmic Ghost Rider on top. Now the other card, the second most played card at 9% play rate, and it's going to be a card that is on your screen.
Cannonball?
It's a starter card.
Oh, starter.
Starter
Is it
card.
Iron Man?
It is Iron Man. And this is partially because I think of the Mr. Negative you were talking about before, right? Mr. Negative being a good deck, and despite the nerf to Mystique, Iron Man remains unscathed. 9% play rate for Iron Man at 5. And I was just thinking about this too. Imagine this was a card they released today, double the look. People would go nuts.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
This is such a good Marvel Snap card. Like this is such a good card, and it's never changed. It's been this since the start of the game.
That's true. Yeah, they never changed it.
Yeah,
It's just consistently good.
Yeah, it's always been consistently good. And new players need something to get up there
Plus, it's
and
Iron Man.
compete.
And I feel like that's one of the a lot of people's favorite character from Marvel.
Yeah. You got to
MCU
give
at
Iron Man
least.
a little love. But let's go to the 6 before This is turning into a longer pod. I think it's because we derailed so hard at the
Oh
start.
yeah, we did
too.
in the beginning.
The most popular 6-drop in Marvel Snap the last month at 11.8. What'd you say?
Galactus.
You would be correct.
No.
Well, not this Galactus. Galactus First Steps is actually the most played Marvel Snap 6-drop the last month, according to Untapped Base statistics. I feel like I have to keep qualifying the Untapped Base statistics part. But 11.8% play rate at a 51.6% win rate. This version of G-Man seeing a lot of play. And honestly, I like this card. I think it's a cool card. I really like the design. It feels like the Sanctum Showdown mini version. And I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to play a lot with it because, I was free to play when he came out, so I didn't get to play him for a whole month. But even after that, I didn't really play with him that much, except maybe in some weekend decks.
Okay, yeah.
But he can grow
definitely goes
pretty
great with
big,
Wicked.
and I feel like he's a fun card, but you don't need to have him. Like you can just have like Red Hulk or something instead.
Oh, 100%.
He's just a big body,
Yeah,
but he does
Red Hulk's
pressure on
big
your
too.
opponent,
Yeah,
He might be pretty good with Viv Vision, because like you put a card somewhere to start off your Galactus growth, and then your opponent will try keep playing there, and then you can maybe sneak a few buffs with Viv Vision.
Yeah, it did surprise me that the Galactus First Steps was the top 6-drop. And under it, at 9.4% play rate, is not actually a 6-drop. It's more expensive than that.
The Death?
It's Death. Death here at 8.12 is the next. And I think that's partially because of Moira X, who I think Moira X has been doing a good job in the meta as in terms of Destroy Shell. Now that Killmonger's back at the very least, people are starting to play that again. Also, just throwing it out there, one of my favorite splits I have. This is an absolute
that's
beauty
beautiful,
split.
actually.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
unreal split. Yeah, I like
Yeah, that
this
looks
one a lot.
really nice. That kind of like has the step on me, mommy energy though.
I'm not sure what that means.
What?
Step on me, mommy? Did I just sound like a really old man there?
No, but you've never heard that phrase?
No.
Oh, we must hang out in very different corners of the internet.
I think we must. I'm mostly on I'm not even joking. I'm actually on the Costco subreddit. I'm on the Costco Canada subreddit. I don't even go to the Marvel Snap subreddit because I'm pretty sure everyone there hates me.
No,
So-
they love you.
They love me there?
They love you.
Are you sure? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
What?
Whenever content creators are mentioned, they always talk really lovingly about you and Regis and Cozy.
And Nina?
No,
Come on. What?
I'm almost never mentioned.
Well, we got everyone. Okay, we're going to Reddit. We're going to mention Nina in positive words. It's our mission to make sure that Nina is seeing some proper representation on Reddit there. I had no idea, honestly. I just assumed, I think early on in Snap, I think I had people kept sending me yo, check out this Reddit post of how garbage you are. And I was like, thanks. I was like, you know what I mean? And I kind of got this maybe I should stay away from that section of the internet. And then maybe I should go back. You're saying I should go back.
You should. They're really nice to you there.
Really? Oh my gosh, times have changed.
No,
Times have changed.
No, yeah. And also, did I say Dexter? Yeah, Dexter, Cozy.
Dexter,
yeah.
Regis.
Yeah. The big four, the big five.
The big five. But that you know what that's gonna do? That's gonna take us to our Snapchat mailbag.
Oh, I'm excited to that because you mentioned something about bowls, chicken bowls.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you guys wouldn't know this, but Nina and I literally talked for 45 minutes prior to the podcast. And we should have just recorded it, but we didn't. It was a lot of fun. And you called me out on the chicken balls. Now, that was actually supposed to be the last question. That was supposed to be the closer. But
Okay,
because you've
fine.
already
I'll
brought
wait.
it up,
Oh.
we may as well start with it. So Zen Marley Mello came in and said, I'm writing this pretty late, and I don't know if you'll see it, but I recently moved to the UK for university and was excited to try out all the different foods. My family and I were scrolling through the menu of a Chinese restaurant, and I was so happy to see chicken balls at the very top. They are indeed real and indeed delicious.
They are really popular in UK. The British version of Chinese food is not the type of food I'm used to at all because it's mostly just Hong Kong, Cantonese food, whereas I grew up in Beijing. So I'm more used to northern cuisine. But yeah, the chicken balls are very popular here. Chicken balls and sweet and sour sauce.
See, that's what I was saying. I was saying the red sauce is so good, and Cozy's like, bro, I don't know what you're
red
talking about.
sauce? Is it
And
sweet and sour sauce?
sauce is red. Yeah, it's like red
Oh.
orangey. It's like fluorescent, right?
I always
Listen,
hate when they put so much food coloring. You know, it's just food coloring.
I know it's I know it's garbage. I know it's garbage. Even the chicken balls themselves, there's a little piece of chicken and a ton of fried batter on it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
garbage. Like I absolutely experience. But
It's
do you
so
know how
good,
like exactly? That's why it's good. It's so bad that's why it's good. Like you're eating it, you know you're eating just absolute filth, but it's so good and you can't stop yourself, and that's why you keep eating it, right?
But
And
you need to try
listen,
some other Chinese foods, not just chicken balls.
I need to try some actual proper Chinese. I
Yeah,
absolutely agree.
I'm
like
sure there's a lot of authentic Chinese restaurants in Canada. If you just go to one, send me the menu, and I'll tell you what to order.
so many people have been like, yo, Alex, you're a dumbass. You live in Toronto, one of the most multicultural cities in the world. Find a proper Chinese restaurant. Find a proper Vietnamese restaurant. Find a proper Mexican restaurant. Find a proper blank restaurant. I'm like, you're right. There's so much amazing food around us because like where I'm in Canada, we really do have access to like the most multicultural society on the planet, man. We have access to everything. And maybe I should actually venture out a little bit. Maybe that's a new YouTube series. Maybe we start
I
with
don't
like
know. Are you
some Indian
adventurous
food, you know what I mean? Try a little,
with
like
food?
all I do is eat Costco hot dogs, man. That's all I do.
That can't be good for you.
It's not good for me. The chicken bowls are probably better for me, honestly.
I don't know. Maybe
No?
actually, probably, because that's in the middle of that deep fried stuff. There's actual chicken. Whereas, what is hot dog?
Oh, you just asked a question no one wants answers to.
What is in a hot dog?
Again, you're asking questions no one wants answered. No one wants to investigate those answers. We got to move on before you
Okay.
basically ruin my entire cuisine.
Oh, don't. No, I eat hot dogs all the time. I love
Okay.
processed meat.
But it's one of those
I
things where, like, you know how like people that work at Taco Bell don't eat Taco Bell?
Hmm?
Do you know people who work at Taco Bell don't eat Taco Bell?
Really?
Yeah.
Don't they get
'cause
free
like,
Taco Bell?
well, no, it's because they know what goes in the food, so they're like, nah, that ain't me. So it's like, if you work at a hot dog factory, do you eat hot dogs? Like, does it give you confidence, or does it
Oh,
make you
probably
realize how
not.
awful it is?
Oh, imagine smelling like hot dogs all the time.
Yeah. Like, my buddy works at a Nutella factory, and he loves his job, I'll tell you that. He always smells
Oh.
like chocolate, and he gets tons of free chocolate all the time, to the point where he'll just give us Nutella, like big things of Nutella that we can just eat with a spoon. It's very healthy.
Oh my god.
I don't recommend
But
it.
you know Nutella is not chocolate.
Come on, why do you gotta ruin everything?
It's hazelnut.
I know, but it's so good.
Okay, good. Okay.
It's a chocolatey spread that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
all
yeah.
here for. We got a couple actual Marvel Snap questions. This has been a borderline deranged podcast at points.
You're welcome.
Gary Prime says, as a free-to-play player, I've been able to buy all of the items in the shop at least once and got a ton of emotes each refresh. This is in reference to Deadpool's Diner, I should add.
What else?
This is how an event should feel, rewarding and fun. I hope that they keep it up, but I'm walking away from Deadpool's Diner with a lot of emotes, variants, titles, and borders.
What's the question?
I think it was just a statement about how much fun they had in Deadpool's Diner, which I think we can agree
That's
was
really
fun.
good to hear. Yeah. Well, I mean, we agree with them, right? And yeah, it's been really, really generous. To the point where everyone's questioning whether it was intentional or not, which we agreed wasn't.
It can't be, yeah.
So don't get used to it. You know?
Yeah. Also,
I
that's
very
exactly what
much
we said
doubt
before, yeah.
Any future event is going to be so generous.
Yeah.
No.
But hopefully, again, we said it before, that middle ground between not even Kid Omega, don't even do middle ground there. Just forget that ever existed. Middle ground with Kid Omega and Deadpool's Diner, still too bad. Like, that's
Yeah.
not good enough. For delete Deadpool, let me rephrase this.
Delete Deadpool's Diner.
Don't delete Deadpool's Diner. Delete Kid Omega. That never existed. Only do Deadpool's Diner and like whatever the regular high voltage was, and find that middle ground. That's the dub.
Do you know what I was thinking about the generosity of Deadpool's Diner? There's people who walked away with like hundreds of borders,
I know.
or like 100 borders. And then compared to how hard we have to work for 2 borders from Alliance bounties.
I know. the one thing I've heard so many times is people are like, yo, alliances, no one's playing anymore. Like no one, like my alliance is dead. Everyone's leaving the game. And alliances is one of those things where I see, like even on ours, like I am with Cozy, and we can see like there's always people dropping off and just not playing anymore. And it's kind of sad because a lot of them are like their usernames in the game are the same ones on Twitch and on YouTube and stuff. And like, oh yeah, they haven't played in weeks, and I actually haven't seen them. It's actually sad. Like there's people leaving our community, and
yeah, I've had to remove so many people from the alliance because they're just not active anymore.
Yeah.
But I have someone who does single-handedly enough bounties every week.
We have one person as well that does that too. So you know, they're doing the Lord's work.
Carrying the whole alliance.
Okay, so I think it's Bill Overin asked the next question. It says, remember back when Cozy and Alex reminded us on a near weekly basis that Hope Summers was the best card in the game? Remember when Alex and Binks had this whole conversation about energy cheat and surfer shells and compared Sarah and Warlock and even mentioned Jennifer Kale, but never brought up Hope Summers, the perfect puzzle piece? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I bring this up, Nina, because I actually do think that Hope Summers is a fantastic card, but it really does see no play. Do you think it's being slept on, or do you think that, it's bad? Like, what are your thoughts on Hope Summers?
I think she's been power crept a bit. She was really good when she first came out, but now we have more cards that can give us extra energy. Like Luna Snow, you get extra energy straight away. You play her, next turn you get the extra energy. And she's also a 3-drop, right? And she's 6 power.
It's insane.
Hope Summers, right? You play her out. You don't get anything extra that turn, next turn. You have to play things on top of her in order to get the benefit. So I think she's just been power crept.
That makes perfect sense because I do play a lot of Luna Snow, right? I actually love Luna Snow. I'm glad you made such a great call out there. But what I'll say too is I was thinking about this too before, and I was like, you know what? I think it's also because Kitty Pryde hasn't been as good in the meta either. Because I feel like the Kitty Pryde shells really like Hope Summers as a form of energy cheat, right? Because you can do something like Angela, Kitty Pryde, and Hope Summers in lane and just go boom, 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 and keep popping them off. And you can even play Jeff in a deck like that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I think that because those decks got nerfed, because Angela got nerfed. Angela used to do the +2s, right? So she got nerfed. I think that the Hope Summers and Kitty Pryde stuff just kind of disappeared. And even with Thena, like you had those shells with Thena, Kitty Pryde, Angela doing really well, and now like you don't
need them anymore, right? You just have Invisible Woman first steps.
Yes. Yes. It's just the simply superior card. As we go to our last question of the day, and it's from I think it's Muralizer. I'm not sure how to read your name. I'm sorry, but the question is, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize this was the question. This is hilarious. This was a really good discussion about the bots. They introduced the new bots right about when Kid Omega thing happened, and I feel like everyone's underestimating how much the bot experience contributed to the negative backlash that happened at the time. People were mad about the implications of Kid Omega and the economy, but at the same time they were struggling more on ladder in a way that was very hard to quantify if you're not extremely aware of the ins and outs of how bots work. Nina, I was thinking about this too.
I know, we should really talk about the bots. I don't think we talked about it enough.
I don't think we talked about the bots at all in this particular podcast. If only we had. But also, did they improve? This just occurred to me like right now. Did they make the bots way harder when they introduced the borders you get for getting to infinite? That's the exact same time, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's the same patch.
But I do
made
know.
The borders, and then all of a sudden now the bots are crazy.
Oh. Have you spent any money on those borders?
Do I look like a clown?
I don't know. You bought that Groot emote.
Well, first of all, I am a clown, but also no, I have not. But I'm not above it. I'll tell you, I'm not above it. But no, I've not spent any money on those.
Oh, well, what kind of annoys me about bots is they're working so hard to hide them.
Oh,
Why?
100% they are. Well, because I think they hide the bots
casual players, there's no way they can tell they're playing against the bot. They think they're playing against the players.
I mean, the very cynical thing, I don't want to say why, because again, like I don't want to make assumptions or anything, but I'm going to say that if the better the bots are, and they look more like players, it helps the game look healthy. Because if every game's against the bot, then you could assume that there's not a lot of people playing with you right now, is there?
Yeah.
That's what I would assume.
Don't you think they put a lot of effort into hiding the fact that bots are bots? Like we could before tell from the collection level, because the collection level is the same as ours.
Yeah.
And that was always sus. But then they changed that. So it's even harder now to tell.
The other thing that's worth mentioning is you'd also tell because like they were playing discard with like the old Chavez, like the decks they were playing. Oh my gosh, I just realized something.
What?
There's something else we have to bring up. Oh, it's on my screen. You can't see yet. I need to bring it up.
Okay.
They've actually buffed the bots. They buffed Destroyer.
That's true. Wait, Destroyer is 618? When did this happen?
That just happened at the most recent OTA.
Oh, I don't really keep up with those anymore. You know, I used to make those graphics every OTA.
Yeah, you used to post them on I was gonna say Twitter. It's X now. I don't know what it's called.
I always call it Twitter. And like they do them themselves now. They copied my idea, so I'm like, I don't do them anymore.
Wait, they stole your idea?
They stole my idea, yeah, because they never made them before.
That's a damn shame. Well,
know, right?
Second Dinner, you have been called out. How dare you steal Nina's
First,
designs?
You hacked my PC.
Hacked your PC, stole your stuff.
Steal my OTA graphic.
Insane. Is there anything they will not do to disrupt your content creation? But on that note, if you're interested in a really fantastic content creator, may I suggest Nina is Noob. I'm not just making this up. I think that she is phenomenal. I think the content she produces is great. I think that she's incredibly talented at the game. All card games. Yes, no, you can cringe all you want, Nina, but it is very important that you guys, down in the description, down in the pinned comment, you're going to see Nina's socials. I'm going to link her Twitch. I'm linking her YouTube. I'm linking her X. Guys, you have to follow Nina. And honestly, this has been one of the most fun podcasts I've ever recorded. I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I'm so thankful that you joined me today. Because this was so much fun.
Do you remember? You know what I just remembered after you talked about like my amazing gaming ability? When we went to New York for that creator tournament,
yes,
we played against each other.
We did. I remember.
Yeah.
I was playing a Devil Dinosaur deck, and at the time, I remember you beat me with an arrow play.
Yeah,
I think we went like
arrow was so broken back then.
Yes, I do remember that.
And I always felt bad because when we were playing against each other, I felt like I was so rude because I was taking it so seriously. Like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to do this.
And I'm like talking to you the entire
and you were,
time.
Like, so nice.
No, I do remember that because you knocked me out of the top bracket. Because I won a whole bunch of games, and then I went against you, and I lost. And I remember it was we were like, obviously we were doing the new like battle mode, whatever it was called at the time. And then I remember you just arrowed my whole board on my turn 6. Because at the time she pulled all the cards.
Arrow was completely broken. I lost to Arrow as well. So, you know, she got me in the end.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
That was such a fun experience. And then I remember like we went to that karaoke bar and everything like that.
Oh, yeah, that was so much fun. Yeah. But you didn't sing, did you?
I'm trying to think.
I don't remember you singing.
I think me and, I think I did once. I think I did a Linkin Park song, like really late in the night with Spessy.
Oh, maybe.
At some point.
Yeah.
I think everyone had pretty much left at that point. I was like, okay, I'll do it now that no one's here. I think we sang In the End together or something like that.
That was so fun.
I did the rapping part for what it's worth.
Did you?
I did.
Do you rap a lot?
Do I look like I rap a lot?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to assume.
I do not rap a lot.
He could rap, and he can rap.
Oh, Dexter was actually like legit good.
Dexter? He wasn't there.
No, Dexter was on the official Marvel Snap channel where he rap battled Ben Brode.
Oh, yeah. He was pretty good. Yeah, that trailer.
Yeah, that was so good. That's what I thought you were talking about. I couldn't quite hear because Discord did the thing where like I talked over you, so it muted you. So I didn't quite hear the name you said. I thought you said Dexter. That's why.
No, I said Spessy.
Oh, see, I didn't even hear that.
Spessy can rap, and Dara can rap.
Oh, Dara is unreal.
And Dara doesn't look like he can rap, you know?
Dara looks like he can do anything, in my opinion. He's such a Chad. What a specimen that guy is. I tell you, what a funny word to use, specimen too. He was such a great dude. We could reminisce for another like 45 minutes now just about that trip in and of itself.
Oh, yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to end the pod because it's like super late for you because you're like 6 hours ahead of me or whatever in Europe. Usually I'm the one who's like super tired.
Borscht. I'll tell you after the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. You did mention you had to cook borscht, and I'm
beetroot soup.
It's beetroot soup.
Beetroot soup.
I'm not like beets are those. They're red. The red ball vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what beets are.
It's beet soup.
Oh,
it's really
Shroot
good.
Farms. The Shroot
Yes!
Funds. He has, yes. Okay, so I know what beats are. That's my bad. I can't be that dumb. But I appreciate you so much, Nina. Guys, as I said before, use those links. Get to Nina's social. She's a phenomenal content creator. Thank you for joining us. I was gonna say thank you for having me. You're on our show, but thank you so much for joining me. It's your show now. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.